In today's video, I'm going to show you how to correctly position yourself when playing the piano in 3 easy steps. Alright, so our first step is to ensure that the seat is correctly adjusted to us so that our arms aren't too extended when we're playing or they're being pushed too much towards our body. So, when we adjust the seat, we're going to make sure, so if you can see here, it's too far, right? I'm extending my arms to try to reach the piano, almost like a yoga stretch. We don't want that. If we were to push it too close, my arms would be too pushed in, a bit like a T-Rex, and we don't want that either. So the correct posture is to adjust it so that your hands just magically can just fall on the piano with ease and comfort, just like this, okay? This way, it'll be making it more comfortable and easier to play the piano, and you will find that you will actually have more strength in your fingers when you're playing. So that's step number 1. Okay, for step number 2, it's really simple. We just want to make sure that we always try to maintain as straight of a back as possible. So when we're playing, we don't want our back hunched like a witch, or we don't want our backs all the way up here. We want to make sure the back is nice and straight. Sometimes you can look down, but otherwise, the straighter back, the easier it is to play, and it is a lot more comfortable that way. So for the third step, all what we are going to do is sit as close as we can to the end of the piano seat. So what I mean by that is make sure we're nearly at the tippy toes basically of it. And so when we're playing, it will allow us to reach sections a lot more easier instead of having to sit at the back, which would otherwise make it a little bit more difficult in terms of maneuverability. Okay, so just to recap for today's lesson, first we want to make sure that the seat is correctly adjusted to us, so that way our arms aren't too extended or too pushed in to our body. Remember, no T-Rexes and no yoga stretches. Second, we want to make sure that we always have a straight back when playing. And lastly, we want to make sure that we can sit at the very close end of our piano seat, so that way we are more agile and a little bit more flexible when it comes to reaching different sections. So that's all for today. And like always, feel free to comment how you're feeling, how you went with it, or just have any questions in mind. We love to hear your feedback regardless. But look, that's all for today's lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.